welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to walk you guys through just how easy it is to collect payments using a POS card system reader. Now, if you are thinking about getting into more of a local market, either participating in pop-up events or vendor shows, then you need a physical card reader system to collect your payments. Now, if you are considering getting into this market, I strongly urge you to do so because it's a great way to expand your business and get more of a local customer base. Even if you're traveling out of town to hold a pop-up event, you're able to tap into that local market and expand your business. So you need a POS system in these situations to collect payments seamlessly for your customers. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, first, if you don't already have an online platform to sell your products through, then you need one. I'm assuming that most of you probably already have an online website where you have your store and you already have a platform. But if you don't, I'll just quickly plug Shopify. I love Shopify. I've been using Shopify since 2017, and I've even purchased Shopify stock. And I purchased that back in 2018, so I can honestly say it's doing super well for me. I just love Shopify all around. They are the best platform you can use, the best e-commerce platform you can use, hands down. So if you want to learn more, I will link to them down below. But let's get back to talking about POS systems. So I recently attended a vendor event through Her Market. Now, Her Market is a really fun, great vendor market event or market that you can participate in Atlanta. It's specifically for women-owned businesses, so gotta love businesses that support women. So this past August, they assigned me to pop up in their brand new store. So Her Market has a store called Village Supply by Her Market. And this is basically just a store where groups of vendors can come and sell their products year-round. The concept was created to give luxury and contemporary women-owned brands, especially women of color, an opportunity to be represented in a luxury retail shopping district. So Her Market has vendor events once a month in the shops in Buckhead, which is a high-end luxury shopping center. It also just so happens to be about half a mile from where I live, so it's a great vendor mart for me to participate in. I was able to set up my booth inside of their store and collect payments from my iPad and my POS system. Now, when I first started to hold pop-up events, I actually used my cell phone to collect the payments. There are two different ways that you can do this. The first one is to download the Shopify POS app and connect it through Bluetooth to the POS card reader. This allows you to add custom sales or select products directly off of your website to add to your cart and checkout. This app also has a barcode feature if you use barcodes on your tags to scan them. And basically this makes selling products so easy and efficient, which is what you need during a very fast-paced vendor event or pop-up. You can also assign different pins to different workers to sign in every time they check out, every time they check someone out, if you have multiple people helping you out. Now, there was one vendor event where for some reason my POS system wasn't working. I can't remember if it was either just dead, I didn't have the charger, or I had an issue with Bluetooth or something like that. But in a situation like this is where you would use option number 2. And you can basically just use the Shopify app, the regular Shopify app, and add custom sales to the app. And then you can manually enter everyone's card on the app. You'll be able to collect payment, or there's also an option to send an invoice over email. If you collect payment by manually typing in their card, you can see that they encourage you to collect as much billing information as possible. This process can be very time consuming and kind of seem unprofessional. It can even hold up your line if you have a lot of customers trying to check out or customers who are trying to ask you questions. It can frustrate your customers. And the time that I didn't have my POS system working, my card reader working, during my pop-up, I definitely lost out on some customers because they were so impatient. So you want to make sure that you're giving your customers a seamless, easy, quick experience. And it can also be kind of suspicious if you are manually entering in your customers' credit card numbers on your cell phone or iPad. I think people generally will trust you as a shop owner if you're holding an event through a large group. But it's just one of those things where it's going to be a much better experience for everyone involved if you have a physical card reader to check people out. So do not miss out on impatient customers because you're having to manually type everyone's credit card in. Just get a POS system. Come on, guys. So when Shopify came out with their own card reader system, they actually came out with this model and they offered it for free for a group of customers who signed up right away. Now at this point, I wasn't even holding in-person events, but I knew it would come in handy one day, and I'm so glad it did. So I went ahead and just opted in. I think now you can get this model for $29 as of the time I'm recording this video. But they've also come out with newer models that have newer features, like the tap feature. This one you can't use the tap with your credit card. You have to insert it or swipe. But let's go ahead and see it in action. Okay, so here you can see my setup. You can see the iPad and the chip reader to the right. All I have to do is click on this Add Custom Sale button. From there, I can type in the price of the item, and I could also have a title, but I'm gonna skip that and click Next. You can update the quantity. It'll default to 1. I'm gonna click Add to Cart, and then you can check out. Here you have some payment options. You can pay with cash, you can manually enter a credit card, or you can simply insert your credit card into the chip reader. And from there, it will process your payment. It's then gonna have you pass it to the customer to have them sign it. And from there, the customer can choose to receive a receipt or no receipt, and that's it. So there are some other models and some other companies that have come out with other models, but let's take a look at what Shopify is currently offering. There is the tap and chip card reader that is currently priced at $49. Like I mentioned, this one's a little bit more advanced than my current model. There's also a dock that you can purchase for the card and chip reader for an additional $39. And all of these prices, once again, they are the current prices at the time of filming this. Another option is the Shopify retail stand for iPad. So this is great for brick and mortars who want to service customers better at the counter and around the store. It can flip around for the customer to view and sign, and it also detaches for workers to be able to walk around with. So you've probably seen in lots of stores these days that the associates will be walking around with an iPad to be able to show you different products. I was at Crate and Barrel the other day, and we were talking to an associate who was walking around with an iPad who was able to pull up different models that they had at different stores. So iPads are very handy to have in person if you do have a brick and mortar for your sales associates. And then there's a couple of other options that Shopify has available. They have full retail kits and hardware accessories like barcode scanners, receipt printers, cash drawers, and more. I will link to all of these products in the description bar down below. So now are you excited to get ready for your first in-person event? If so, I have a ton of great videos where I walk you through everything you need to do to get ready for these types of in-person vendor events, pop-up shows, anything like that. I'll walk you through all of the supplies you need, all of the goodies that you can give out for free, like freebies, how you can plan them, everything you need to know. I will link to the videos down below. I also have a couple of videos where I walk you through my own pop-up events, so make sure to check those out as well. But that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want to learn more, if you have any specific questions. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe as always. But with that, I'll see you guys next time.